Hi, welcome to How to Repair. Today we're going to be changing a water valve on the new type LG washing machines, and I'm going to quickly explain the two error codes that may be coming up on your display to actually indicate that the water valve is faulty. First is FE. FE is the machine overfilling, too much water going into the machine. This can be because a water valve is leaking when it's not powered up. The way to check this is to take the soap drawer out with the machine off and make sure no water is dripping into this compartment, because that may be a problem with the water valve either jammed open or leaking internally on the valve. The next error code is IE. This means that the machine is unable to fill in the allocated period of time, and I've done an in-depth video on this error code because it can be multiple faults that cause this. But IE is basically indicating that no water is going into the machine, or the machine is unable to fill in the allocated period of time. And as I said, I've done a detailed video on this error code, which is in the description below. To remove the water valve is straightforward. You need to take the lid off. While I'm doing this, there's a full playlist on all LG error codes and component replacement. So you want to mark that down to your favourites, so you've got it in future. One screw at the back. The valve will move sideways and then come up. You're able to remove the wiring. Then there's two clips that you need to remove. And then you'll be able to take the pipes off. They can be quite sticky. And here is the water valve. Now on new LG machines, sometimes the part is identifiable by a part number on the valve. This valve is a 12 volt DC and the part number is stamped on there, and I'll bring it up on the screen for you. On the older machines, they were an AC water valve, and I'll show you the differences between the two. Right, as I said, whether you have a DC water valve or an AC water valve, each of the coils will have a continuity in ohms reading depending on the size of the coil. I'm not going to go into depth on that because I have done a detailed video on it, but what you want to be checking is going across the coil, making sure that you've got continuity. As I said, all these valves are good, so this just gives you an indication of the reading. That's your first check, to check the coils. This would be a fault with the IE error code. Also with the IE error code, you want to make sure the filter in the back of the water valve is not clogged, as this sometimes can restrict the flow of water and create the IE error code. IE error code is basically saying it is unable to fill in the allocated period of time. Therefore, the machine times out and actually brings up the error on the display screen. When it comes to the FE error code, it is different. This means the machine is overfilling with water. Now, if the valve was blocked or had dirt inside the actual valve itself and was jammed open, this means water would be constantly flowing into the machine. What you can do there is connect the actual pipe up to the water valve and then turn the water on, and you should have no water coming out of either outlet. No drips or anything coming out. This means that the valve is shut completely and is working correctly. It's also worth noting, if your machine still is not filling with water after doing this, you may either have a problem with a wire broken internally going through to the circuit board. You can do a continuity check on each wire, and if you still have no water coming into the machine, it is possible that you've either got a faulty pressure switch or a faulty circuit board. Just reconnect the wiring. Make sure that you put them on the correct way. Otherwise, as I said, it will fill on the wrong valve compartment. In the description below, you'll find a link to all LG water valves, whether you need an AC water valve or a DC water valve. Make sure you either have your full part number or make sure the water valve that you are picking fits the model you require. Also, there's a link to a full playlist on all these LG repairs, diagnostic videos, error codes, and also replacing components. Thanks very much indeed for watching this video, and if we really helped you, you can always support the website by clicking on the Buy Paula Beer page. Thanks again for watching.